Vlogmas day 10. So we're 10 days in. Can you believe that? 10 days. So really we've got another couple weeks, I guess, before Christmas. Hope you guys are doing all your holiday shopping and you're like ahead of the game instead of behind. I'm kind of in the middle. I have some packages to pick up today at Nordstrom's, which is nice to like have curbside pickup. So I have to go do that. But just getting back from dropping Grayson off at school. Normally you guys know that I don't do that. School doesn't allow it. But this morning he's got a project to have to get done. So he needed to be dropped off before school started. So went and did that. That gave me an excuse to go pick up a matcha, which I'm kind of 50-50 right now, doing it at home versus grabbing one on the road. So I did that. I'm headed home now. I've got bookkeeping to do, kind of end of year business stuff to take care of, which, you know, is what it is. I don't think I have any meetings or appointments today, which is great. So that means I'll be around the house kind of getting my situation done. Thank you for a comment from one of you guys about a denim source, a vintage denim source here in LA on Melrose. I will post the link down below if I can find his like online presence. But that's nice to have one more option, especially closer to like the west side versus having to go to the valley. So I like that. All right, let's keep it moving. So I just picked up whatever I needed to pick up at Nordstrom's. I'm headed to See's Candy, which for me, of all the chocolates that I've had, and I love Swiss chocolate, by the way. I think out of all the European chocolates, Swiss chocolate is the best. But of all the chocolate, I love See's Candy. I love their flavor. I love that we can pick it up fresh. And I'm headed there now because I always pick up lots of boxes. My grandmother loves the lollipops, so I always get her a box. So I'm gonna go do that, and I love the free sample that they give because it just gives me enough chocolate to, you know, satisfy that chocolate urge. I need to pick up some things at the grocery store. Grayson's gonna be home soon. We've got tutor tonight, and just kind of running around in this Christmas holiday. So let's just keep it moving. Hi guys, welcome back. Welcome back to day 10 of Vlogmas. 10 days, we're on a roll. So happy to be here, happy to get engagement from you guys, which pushes me to get another video out. So I really appreciate it. If you are kind of scrolling the internet and you've come upon my channel, welcome. We love to have you. And I'm really just a channel of sharing what I love and what inspires me. And I'm not an influencer, so I'm just kind of having fun and doing my thing. So if you'd like to follow along, leave me your comments and your questions all down below because I love to interact with you guys and I love to know what you're thinking, and you know, we just kind of keep it moving. Today has been kind of an errand day. I have been Christmas shopping, kind of. I am not a mall person at all, but I ordered a couple things on the Nordstrom site that required me to have to go to the store, which I am not a mall person. I kind of grew up in a mall. My parents had stores and their flagship store was in South Coast Plaza. So, you know, when inventory was being done or the end of the night and you're shutting down the store, it's like, what does a 10-year-old do but just kind of run the halls and, you know. So I've spent plenty of time in malls and they are definitely not my go-to kind of thing, but it's fine, like when you have to go. I have gotten a ton of questions from you guys, random questions, so not really enough to pull an episode out of them. So I thought, why don't I answer all of your questions in one episode? And that way, you know, they're just kind of random, so there'll be a quick answer. Other than that, that's it. I'm just keeping it moving. It's a busy time of year. I'm sure you guys are busy as well, and trying to slow it down to enjoy the holiday because I do love this time of year. I will say my weather's bumming me out because it's beautiful. It's like 72 and sunny, which obviously, guys, that's amazing weather and we're so lucky. And California, or Southern California, is really easy in that sense that we can just jump in a car and we don't have to deal with the snow, the rain, the cold, you know, all that kind of stuff. But it's the holidays, so I'm missing that, you know, that cool air, and we're not getting it. So, and it's really dry out, which is a bummer for me because I did that peel and that laser and my skin is dry. So whatever, it is what it is. I'm just complaining, but it's princess problems, so it's all good. But on that note, on the peel note, I got a question regarding what's the percentage of the TCA peel. I actually don't know. I would be willing to bet that it's not more than 15–20%. And that's because we don't want to create too much friction on my skin because of the melasma. And I've said this before, it's not so much the percentage of the peel, more than how long they leave the peel on. So my old derm would peel me, and it was probably a 20%, but then like I would just leave the office at that point. So it would dry on my skin, it would create like a white cast, and then I would leave. That's a really intense peel because the skin that would peel off is like really nasty, like really bad. And it would look like I was 80 years old because I would smile or I would frown or whatever, and all my skin would crinkle. That's a really intense peel, but it's not so much of the percentage more than like he didn't take it off. Now my derm, what she does is she'll put the peel on, she'll have it sit like 5, 10, 15 seconds, depending on kind of how deep she wants to go. And then she neutralizes it with water, and she puts water on my face. So not only is it way less intense for the skin, way more manageable because I'm not itching, I'm not cracking, I'm not peeling like so intense, and it's not creating so much damage on my skin. You know, I don't know where this melasma came from. I've said it before, I think it's a perfect storm of hormones, living in LA, and I think procedures. And I'm not so sure that the peel didn't contribute to damaging my skin. And then when my hormones started to change and I was using that red light mask, I just think it really beat down my skin. So it's a bummer, but I've got it under control now. It's not so bad. If you were to look at me, you'd say, Lisa, your skin looks great. It does, but I know what it was before and I know what it is now, and I don't have anything on my face. I have a little bit of mascara on, but you know, my skin is not bad. It's just, it was bad during the pandemic. I really had to figure that situation out. So that's my thing with the TCA peels. I don't know what she uses. So what I would recommend for you guys is get a good dermatologist, someone that knows about skin, and my dermatologist knows about problem skin. That's kind of how I found her. Because of that, she is gentle on the skin. So that's really important. Somebody that knows skin, that's going to be gentle, and that's going to use a light hand with whatever it is that she's doing. So I hope that answers your question. Another question is, or it was kind of a request, but I thought it was a funny request because the request was, please do denim and sneakers for 40 plus. Well, being that I am over 40, everything that I show you is for 40 plus. Maybe I'll do something on sneakers. I've done it before. Sneakers are funny for me because I'm only 5'2". Denim and sneakers for me, I don't love. I will sometimes, if I'm wearing a long jean, I will definitely put on a sneaker because you only see the toe of the sneaker. But if I'm wearing a cropped jean, it's rare that I'm gonna wear a sneaker with a jean. I'm gonna wear flats, I'm gonna wear heels, I'm gonna wear boots. But sneakers, it has to be a long jean or a wide-legged jean, a flared jean. I don't know, for me, it's because I'm 5'2", I feel sloppy. If I was 5'9", I would absolutely wear sneakers with jeans because I think it's a very cool, relaxed, put together, especially if your sneaker is a good sneaker. I love the look, but when you are height challenged, I don't know, you have less choices. So that's my thing. But I am over 40, so everything that I show, guys, is for you guys. So, okay, Grayson's age. He's 17. He's a junior in high school. So we are getting ready for the whole college path. It's quite stressful. There's a lot to do, but I have no doubt that he will take it in stride with grace. He is so put together in one way and so not in another, which, I mean, he's a 17-year-old boy, right? But I think in the areas that count, which is grounded, thoughtful, intelligent, like he has it really together. So I have no doubt that he's going to make the right decision. Leaving it up to him. He knows what programs he wants. He's got his eye on the ball or eye on the prize or whatever. I'm just here to kind of give him those bumpers to not like go off in a different direction, but it's going to be his decision. I think he's going to make a great decision. Okay, the canvas strap on the gypsery. Does it get dirty? Is it high maintenance? The answer to that is yes on both. It's fabric. So anytime that you're touching it with your hands, you're gonna transfer oil, dirt, you know, all of that. But it is what it is. I think if you are cognizant of that, and a gypsery for me is a crossbody. Maybe some of you guys wear it over your shoulder where you would be touching it more, but I feel like once my bag is crossbody, I'm not gonna touch it. It's just gonna stay there. The leather I'm gonna touch probably more because I'm gonna get in and out of the bag, but I'm not gonna be touching the straps. I don't see it getting old that quickly. I also think the darker the colors, you're gonna see dirt less. And Hermes will always take the bag to the spa. So if it gets to the point where it's like so mangled, I think you can probably take it in and they'll clean it up for you. You can also buy, I think, another strap. It's probably not the cheapest route to go, but I don't see it getting old that fast. Just be mindful to not always touch it. I think you'll be okay. All right, this was a funny question. So I had, or not question, it was kind of like a statement. I have one of you guys that I think is a personal stylist, and you were saying that a lot of your clients think of the row like Coach. I wouldn't go that far. And no, like, nothing against Coach because I think they're fine and great, especially at the price point that they are. But I don't know if I would put the row in the same category as Coach. I think the row's leathers are way superior than Coach. I also think the craftsmanship is way more superior than Coach. I get the vibe of it, but I wouldn't put it in the same category. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Would you put it in the same category as Coach? No, I can't. I feel like it's made way more superior than Coach. Sometimes Coach's canvases and leathers look plastic to me, and the row bags that I have don't look plastic. And look, truth be told, sometimes you get an Hermes leather that looks a little plasticky, you know? It's no knock on Coach, but I don't know. I don't think on a whole I would compare them with the row. I don't. I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that because I've never heard that and I've never thought about that. So another question, nails. Why did I go back to gel? Yeah, that's a question. Because I'm crazy, that's why. I went back to gel because I didn't want to get manicures every week, thinking like it's the holiday season, they stay for a little bit longer. Truth be told, guys, they're already driving me crazy. They're already the grow out for me at any stage, whether they are natural or whether they're gel, drives me crazy. So when they're natural, the paint oxidizes. Now, I'm not real hard on my hands. Like, I've got a rhythm where I can keep the color on when they are natural to a full week without chipping, without breaking, without any of that. But the color with the sun and UVs or whatever, it oxidizes. So between the grow out and between the change of color, it drives me crazy. I hate to look down at my hands and they look ugly because the color is ugly and it's starting to oxidize. So that's one kind of thing. But then the gels, I think, okay, the color's gonna stay, so it's gonna be more pure. I'll deal with the grow out and it's just gonna be more low maintenance. But then the grow out happens. I hate the grow out. I hate the shape of the nail once it starts to grow out. It's not the same because I feel like when they're first done, they're like perfect, right? The point is perfect. Everything like looks good. It matches your hand. And then like 10 days in, I'm like itching to get them off because I don't like the shape, because I don't like the grow out, so I'm crazy, you guys. I am crazy when it comes to nails, and I really love a put together hand, short or long. Like, that doesn't bother me. I think it depends on your vibe, but the maintenance on the whole thing really drives me bonkers, and I don't have a solution for it. I guess I could go totally natural without any color, or a very light, like see-through pink, but I don't know. It really is kind of a bothersome thing for me. I think I want to go back to natural, and then I go natural, and then I'm like, I think I want to go back to gel, and it's a back and forth, and I don't love the lamp. Obviously, I don't love the chemicals, but yeah, it's like the bane to my existence when it comes to beauty. Do you guys have a solution? What do you guys do? Do you get regular manicures? Do you have gels on? For the holiday, I thought it was a good thing just because I've got so much going on that it just gives me a little bit more time to not have to go back to the salon, but they're bothering me. So I'm already thinking like I want to take them off. So there you go. I'm just crazy. Okay, last question, which I thought it was a good one. It was travel destinations, like where I want to go, where I've been. I love traveling. I get a lot of inspiration from watching people in other countries, and New York City especially. That's not another country, but it might as well be. But I really do love traveling. And I've been to like, the normal places, the UK, France, a few times, Italy a few times, Ireland, Australia, Canada. I also went to the Netherlands. Like, I love to travel. What's on my list? I have a few, but truth be told with traveling, I don't like to be dirty. I can't be in a place where I feel like I have to shower all the time. That's not fun for me. But I definitely want to hit up Tokyo, definitely want to hit up Japan. I want to try the food, the shopping, the culture, definitely want to check that out. I definitely want to go to Switzerland. I think that's a place that I am going to love. I've been to Sweden, loved it, beautiful. I think that Scandinavian countryside and country is great. And I also feel like, I don't know, they're a little bit more, not educated in the traditional sense, but educated in how they interact with people. I think their manners are a little bit better, and I love that. Europe in general, actually, I wouldn't say that about France, because, France, they've got their attitude, which I dig. When I look at us here in the US versus Europe and over there, no, I just kind of feel like they treat each other better. I don't think we do a great job here. What else is on the list? Portugal is definitely on the list. Haven't done that. And the one that I still haven't done that I really can't even believe that I haven't done is Spain. That's going to be such an easy trip for me. I speak the language, I eat that food, so that's definitely on the list. I think we're actually going to do Africa in the spring, I think, and do a safari and go check out Nairobi. We have friends there, so I think we're gonna go check that out, and I think that's gonna be great. I love Europe. I think I could live in Europe. I love their culture. I love how they love food and people, and it's not the grind of working, go, 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 go. So I love Europe for that reason. At the same time, I'm a New Yorker at my core, so I love that go, 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 but I think New York is a very different animal in and of itself, very different than the rest of the US. For sure here in LA. I love to travel. I love to people watch. I get a lot of inspiration watching people, how they walk, talk, put themselves together. I just love it. That's like my favorite thing to do, is to kind of sit and watch people. All right, I hope that that answers your questions. Let me know if you have any others. We'll keep it moving. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants right now, but if you have any suggestions, throw them out in the comment section and I will try to get to them. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for following along, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.